The residents here near 73rd and Corby Street say it all started when their DoorDash driver pounded on their front door.
It sounded like it was like on the verge of breaking. It was pretty loud.
Danny didn't want to go on camera or share his last name, but says the banging interrupted a movie night with his wife. He says the DoorDash driver yelled about the tip when he came out to get the food. Eventually, Danny says he talked back.
He pulled his gun out of his waist immediately when I started walking out the door. Raised it up at me. I got back inside real quick.
He says that part wasn't captured by the cameras.
Once we saw him walking back to his car, we started letting him know he was a coward for pulling a gun out on me in my yard.
Then he says the delivery guy left, but found more trouble just down the road.
Hey, that fool just pulled a gun out!
He said the driver took issue with how a car with 3 teens in it were parked and punched out a window. Danny says his wife was able to get the license plate. Officers went to the address on file for that plate, and they exchanged gunfire with the suspect.
He pulled me over for a traffic stop and he's going to tase me.
It's cell phone video. Delaney Gordon recorded March 10th while being pulled over by a Tennessee officer.
You will be tased.
Gordon, who's a 28-year-old black man, says he was only a few hundred feet from the destination of the DoorDash order he was delivering in Collegedale, Tennessee, about 20 miles outside of Chattanooga. When the officer drove past him, U-turned, then pulled him over, alleging that he'd been speeding. Gordon's attorneys say when he questioned the officer, was white about why he was pulled over and requested a supervisor. Things got out of hand, so Gordon began recording.
Please stop.
Get out of the car.
Please don't hurt me. Why are you doing this? No, sir.
The video, which is roughly 49 seconds long, picks up in the middle of the encounter.
You can't do that, officer, because I called for your supervisor. I have my license.
At one point, Gordon puts his hands up, telling the officer he's feeling uncomfortable.
Sir, I feel uncomfortable. Please get your supervisor.
I don't
Please don't touch me.
I said get out.
The officer then grabs Gordon and begins yanking him from the car. Moments later, he tases him.
I'm telling you that this is not lawful.
Gordon is charged with resisting arrest and obstruction of justice, plus the speeding ticket. His attorneys say they released the video of the incident to raise awareness and deal with the charges. At the request of the Hamilton County District Attorney's Office, the stop is now under investigation by the Sheriff's Office. Collegedale police say they're conducting an internal investigation as well and have yet to identify the officer seen in the video. The incident adding to the national conversation around police use of force against people of color and de-escalation training for law enforcement agencies.
Once stopped, Ian turned on the overhead light and reached into his passenger area to retrieve his ID and to grab his registration and insurance from the glove box. Officer Taylor described Ian's movements in the incident report as reaching over to the passenger side of the vehicle and ducking down several times. He then claims that Ian's retrieval of his documents, the ones that most people keep in the glove box, led him to believe that he was reaching for a weapon or attempting to conceal something. Officer Taylor failed to activate his body cam during the encounter, but Officer Guard and her partner happened to be down the street at a local homeless shelter and arrived at the scene shortly after a request for backup was made.
I want you guys to keep that in mind. He turned his body cam off while doing this. Now the driver, got pulled over and started reaching for the glove box, That could be good, that could be bad, depending on the officer and the training that he has had. But in this situation, right here, this DoorDasher ran into bad luck. Also, you need to pay attention for the body cam being shut off because of what happens at the end of this video. Let's go.
Driver, with your left hand, reach down, open the door. Do it now. With your left hand, grab the door handle and open the door. Do it now.
It's locked. It's locked.
Unlock it. Keep your hands up. Slowly step out of the vehicle and face away from us. Face away.
What's happening?
Keep your hands up. Face away from us right now. All right, put your hands up your head and release your fingers.
Go over there with Brown. Go less lethal.
Face away from us right now.
Sorry,
You're not listening. Move slowly backwards to the sound of my voice. Do you understand? Start moving. Slow down. Keep facing forward. Keep walking. Put your hands on top of your head. Put your hands on top of your head and face forward right now. Stop moving. Hold up. Let me take over for a second. Keep looking forward. Don't do anything other than keep your hands on top of your head. That's it. Put your hands on top.
Now, there is something awkward with this young delivery driver from DoorDash. He had some type of blanket or something over the back window, and he says he was, in his words, banging someone.
Your head. Stop moving.
Guys, you have guns on me? I really do not feel like I'm being...
Follow our instructions.
What are these lasers?
I want you to get down on your left knee.
Can I get
Get down on your left knee.
Can I actually get an explanation?
Do it now or you're going to get tased.
Get down on your left knee.
Now, they did not waste any time. They tased him faster than they tased them black people in some of them other areas where we not supposed to be going. But it shows that, at least here, equal opportunity for equal folks. They tased him so fast, but they gave him like 19,000 instructions. Was that just? I don't know, but it made me laugh.
Don't move or you're going to get tased again.
I'm gonna die here. Am I gonna die?
Keep watching the vehicle, 19.
Gotta help me.
Ian was placed in cuffs and searched as he writhed in pain, unable to feel his legs.
Your knees up to your chest. I can't feel my legs.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
What does that entail?
It entails an ambulance coming to look at you to make sure that you are medically okay.
Can I get some time to collect my thoughts?
We're going to need you to stand up now or we are going to stand you up. You either do it yourself or we do it for you.
How many people in the vehicle? You can send me up. There's no
Who
one
else is in the vehicle?
I have.
How many
shirts
people?
Up. There's no one in there. There's no one.
The female cop is like, dang, G, he's trying to tell you, ease up.
Else in the car. Okay. I have shirts in the back seat covering the windows because I banged in there one time.
Okay.
While they detain Ian, Sergeant Brown tries to extract a passenger that doesn't exist.
Can you see anyone else in the vehicle, Chris? Without placing too wide?
Now, they did ask him, was there anyone else in the vehicle? He specifically said no. And if someone else was there, I'm pretty sure they would have stuck their hands out the window and said, I'm here, after he got stunned. But they're going to try to find someone that's not there. Now, also, you can send police officers up on both sides, but they just want to play the dramatics here. Watch it.
Okay, we're good. We got this, guys. Passenger in the vehicle! We know you're there! Put your hands up!
Close your hands!
No, one person come in. Passenger in the vehicle! Put your hands up! Passenger in the vehicle, we know that you're there. Put your hands up!
Now, he says, we know you are there, knowing damn well the driver said the vehicle is empty. Come on now, these dudes do not pay attention.
This isn't a great place for you right now.
They eventually realize that the vehicle is empty and search it, but nothing of evidentiary value was found.
Oh, my dick hurts so bad. I didn't think to.
We're trying to get him off moving. Could you tuck your knees?
Could you
Okay.
just your
Yep.
chest?
1, 2,
I give you
3.
consent to just put me however you want.
Ready? 1, 2.
Thanks. Yeah.
Walking back this way.
Ooh.
You're okay. Look at it. Just walking him back.
This is
Behind the
crazy.
squad.
This is so crazy. I've never just been like hurt like that before.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at these probes. He's not answering my question about medical, so I'm just going to do it myself.
No. There's no medical that I need. I just said I hurt is all,
The piece to pull it out.
Good. Otherwise, I can
Hold on, wonder.
probably do it with my hands.
So sorry.
We're gonna get these probes out of your shirt, okay?
I just really would like to know what's happening.
We'll explain what's happening in a second. My partner pulled you over and called for more squads, and here we are.
Well, right.
And then we're in this position because you were not following our commands.
Well, I pulled over right away, and then like a bunch of more
You were not following our commands. That is why we are in the position we are in.
I followed all your commands.
You sure didn't.
What didn't I do?
You sure did not follow.
What did I not do?
We can discuss that in a little bit.
Okay.
Do you want your whole wallet to go with you or just your ID? Your whole wallet? Whole wallet.
All right. Just so I'm on the same page. Yep. The reason for the stop is that the one
So
way.
I was trying to catch up to him on Tower Avenue because his tag light's out.
Okay.
And so he's ducking and weaving across the street. He turns on 23rd, goes up Hewitt, or up Ogden, cuts over here, and then stops, like in the middle of the roadway.
Okay.
And eventually goes and he turns up, going the wrong way here. I didn't light him up or anything like that. That's when I lit him up.
Okay.
He pulled over here.
And then
he was like diving across the side of the vehicle, digging around a lot.
This was down at his feet.
It was like tucked under his driver's seat.
It's okay. On the passenger seat.
Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been pulled over, but I have many of times. And when the police have told me in the past, well, you're zigzagging through the streets, that looks suspicious, I just simply told him, show me a law that says I cannot drive on the streets that I want to drive on to travel privately to get to where I'm going. I always let them know that my person and me as the host, we have the same right as passage as horse and carriage. It is a natural, man-made right, and it's a U.S. constitutional right that we can do that. We can travel privately on any of the roads that we can access. We don't have to drive down certain streets. So because he made a couple wrong turns, they thought that was suspicious. It is not suspicious to make wrong turns. Some of you guys got to speak up and get them off your back, or just ask for a supervisor just to put them in their place. But that does happen. These cops don't know what they are going to charge him for. Watch this. And remember, the one cop shut the body cam off in the beginning. Watch what happens at the end.
Oh, yeah.
While discussing the incident, it appears the officers were as befuddled as Ian and were unsure what to charge him with. Eventually, they suggested resisting.
So what are you?
I want to bring something back about the traveling the same as horse and carriage. Now, because in our vehicles we have horsepower, because the horsepower is in the engine, that does not separate anything. If you want to get deeper in the registration or insurance and everything, we can go into that. But they want to charge him with a secondary charge in resisting. Okay, resisting arrest is a secondary charge, but they don't have him on a first charge, so they're going to try to make it stick with resisting. When this goes to court, they're going to get in trouble. But remember what I said about the body cams. Stay tuned. Check this out.
Resisting? That's the only thing I can really...
Yeah.
And I'll cite him.
Did you search his vehicle at all, or are we leaving it?
I think he wants us to just lock it up and leave it.
Okay. Yeah, whatever you observed, your reasoning for the stop, I would cite him for that too. Yeah, for sure. Just because, I mean, we obviously pulled him out because of all the furtive movement, and he was, acting weird.
Now, the female officer said for him to cover his back, make sure you cite him for what you pulled him over for. You can't cite him for making turns to where he was lost. He made wrong turns. You cannot cite him for making wrong turns. And she said, well, he was reaching in the glove box. Well, that's where you get your information from. And she said he was acting weird. He was not acting weird. He was in total shock. So they don't have anything, and they're trying to do whatever and say whatever on body cam to make it seem like they did the right thing, and it's all good. These cops were just playing around with someone for no reason.
Officers then question what they should do with the DoorDash food and joke about going viral on TikTok.
Are you door dashing?
Yeah.
Where's that order need to go to? Is it the address that's showing on the top of your phone?
I was taking it to 2 different houses I was door dashing to.
Yeah.
Should we deliver their food to them?
Is that what you're doing?
He's DoorDash.
Yeah, probably should.
Let's go on TikTok.
I'm down for doing that. He doesn't spiral.
He said he wants the food to just then just get refunded.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, we could live with it.
It's
guess,
cold
or
out,
whatever.
and that's why I was calling with that. He said, I just wanted to just get refunded.
Okay.
As they leave the scene, Officer Guard appears to celebrate quietly that the incident was caught on video just seconds before turning off her body cam. Instead of an apology, Sergeant Brown allegedly told the officers that they did nothing wrong, and Ian was taken to the Douglas County Jail. There he was told he could have been charged with something more serious, and that they were doing Ian a favor by only charging him with an accidental turn down a one-way street and resisting arrest, later affirming to Ian that their grand gesture was due to him having no criminal history whatsoever. The officers then decided not to lock Ian up and issued citations instead, dropping him back off at his vehicle.
The reason all these other officers arrived and everything else transpired was because when I first got to you, behind you, and lit you up, you were reaching over across your vehicle, moving around a lot. We call that furtive movement. All right, Ian, I'll be mailing those citations to you.
What's that?
I'll be mailing those citations to you,
Okay.
to that address you gave me.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
And I'll make sure I highlight everything on there that's important for you to read, okay?
Excellent.
This alley here, so you're not driving the wrong way of the road.
Your assigned call has been updated.
Back at his car, Ian realized that his phone was now missing and had to find the police station to retrieve it. The department later told Ian that cameras in the booking area weren't working and that no record of what they told him existed, or how they refused to take pictures of the wounds that weren't documented on scene. Ian now has court dates in the near future, but has had difficulty finding a lawyer for the charges.
All right now, y'all. Yep, the goatee is gone. The goatee is gone, but it will be back. But as a delivery driver, people, you will make turns that are wrong because the GPS, and when they're doing streets, new streets, building, things like that, everything is not upright the exact same. Okay, everything is not up like that. The next thing is, do you think this driver got deactivated? Customer never receives their food or anything. He would have to get on with customer support, let them know exactly what happened while he was on there. And the thing is, customer support will have to say, hey, you know what, we believe you. But then he has to show all that proof. So did this driver get deactivated? And there needs to be a lawyer willing to go ahead and take this case. From what is not there, from what the cops left out, a lawyer's like, yeah, I may not win. Stats count. Ratings count. The lawyers want to make sure that they can win. But hopefully one steps up for this delivery driver. He was tased. The other driver was tased. Now the one driver that pulled out the gun, shame on him. He should be done. Deactivate his ass. Let me know what you think, people. We out of here.
Reese. Economy. News.